Well, howdy friends. Just wanted to make a quick introduction video to my new friend, Diggie Smalls. Just a cheap Chinese excavator I picked up yesterday out of Oregon City. I went down there a couple days ago to check it out and pay for it if I liked it. And I liked it, so I paid for it. But I got my new, to me, 86 F-150 here, but she wasn't ready to make the trip down there because she's got loose steering gearbox, so I can drive it locally, not a problem. But long haul with a load, not the best idea yet. Plus, it's got oil leaks and all that stuff. It's an old Ford. That's how they do. But anyway, my boss has an SUV, and he was happy to go down there and pick it up with me because he's got one of these, not this model, but, you know, a cheap Chinese excavator. So we bonded over that. So I told him I pay your gas, your lunch, and he wants a little digger bucket trencher, which is a little bit 8 inches wide. And so I was like, I'll buy one of those for you. It's about $100. Ordered it, on its way. He'll be stoked when he gets it. Anyway, as far as the lower tiered 1-ton-ish models of the Chinese excavators go, sub 5,000, I've been told that this is probably about the best you can do for this price range and class. You know, there's Ripa, it's probably the higher end of the Chinese model, but they're a little bit more than these are, although I've seen some people on the secondary, you know, new seller market try to sell these between 7 and 9, which blows me away. If you can get these 5,000 and under, you're doing great. I was able to pick this one up for 4,000. He was asking 4,300, and I offered him 4,000 because I had to drive so far, and he accepted that. And he said that he bought it from an auction, and he said he bought it for his son, who ended up buying a different model. And then he has a Sani excavator, which, you know, legitimate name brand, so he doesn't need us. And he's pretty well to do. He's got a welding business, makes trailers. So he was just trying to unload it. He told me he paid 4,000. I don't believe him. Maybe he did. I don't know. But my guess is he paid, you know, at auction, you're going to get these as cheap as you can get them, between $3,000 and $3,500. So my guess is he paid around that much. So either way, still got a great deal. Pretty excited about it. So the main use I'm going to do is, you know, finally get all my landscaping done. So we won't be having any more house, you know, inside projects for a little while. So it probably heavily excavator related. Hope that's okay with you. Although one project I'll probably use this for is to dig out a little bit here to do my skirting, and then maybe a landing section there for the stairs. So those will probably be the only project for the house this summer, is skirting and finishing the decks and putting some stair runners. So, but yeah, I've just had so much landscaping I need to do, get rid of piles. I don't know if, well, we're not gonna be able to dig out a big stump like this, but we got some smaller ones that this can probably handle digging out. But yeah, because it's not the most robust machine, but I just have to keep thinking to myself, it's better than a shovel. So yeah, and I rented a legitimate model before for 3 days, and it cost $1,000. And to buy that machine, you know, $30,000 or so. So 4,000, much better than going into debt 30,000 for something that, you know, only used for a half-acre property. So we think it's a good purchase. And, you know, looking at right now, I'd probably have to rent at least 7 or 8 times, just individual days, to get everything I need done in the yard. And at $500 pop, $320 a day, 100 delivery, taxes, diesel, you know, you're talking about $500 a day. So in the end, this will probably pay for itself if I look at it that way. And then you don't have to like rush and do all the work all at once. You know, in the day, I can do a little bit and then switch to, like, you know, if you're digging out this, you dig it out, but then you have to, you know, make a footer to pour some cement or whatever. So that eats up your time. So you can't just dig it all out and then work on just the manual labor. So before the rental's up. So it just makes it a lot easier. And, you know, I do handyman services on the side. And so I can just add this to the repertoire, the tool belt. And so in the end, hopefully I'll actually make some money on this thing, with this thing. So, you know, justifications for spending all the money I had in the world, because now I'm broke again. But, yeah, just do some more work and we'll make some more money again and repeat the cycle. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and haven't really run it yet, just off and on the trailer, because one thing I've heard about with these Chinese excavators are don't trust the oils and fluids that are in there, especially the engine oil. Sometimes there isn't enough. Who knows? It's a mystery oil. And so drain that first thing, put some legit oil that you know is in there, and I'll probably hold off on the hydraulic fluid. I'll look in the tank and see what it looks like, but you know, it takes up to 5 gallons, so not going to just swap that out and put new in, run it for, I think you go about 15 hours on the break-in cycle for hydraulics, and then you replace it 5 hours ish, they say, for the motor. And so I'll do that, and it's only just over a quart, so we'll swap that out, put it in, do it 5 hours, swap it out again. And one good thing about this brand is that it comes with the Briggs & Stratton motor and not your Harbor Freight or other non-branded Chinese motors. So hopefully that, you know, keeps it going for quite a while. You know, I didn't go for the diesel. You can actually get the Kubota diesels in these, but then you will be paying $6,000-$7,000 for this model. But that's what we got for now. So I'll do some deep dive videos on this, and so if you guys are cool with that, let me know, and we'll do a lot of actual working videos, but I also will do like modifications to this because it's a new hobby now, I guess. And so hopefully that's something you guys are interested in. And yeah, introduced my new truck as well. And if you saw my last video, you know I had the Sandy Road truck that was all rusted out, or Salt Road truck, sorry, that was all rusted out, and we got someone to scrap metal it. So he came and hacked it up and took away the frame and whatnot. So we're just left with a plethora of parts left. So we'll do some selling on those and make some more money. And on my next video, I'll just give you a little of whatever I do. I'll give you a breakdown at the end with what I've sold so far and how much money I made. And then when we get the time, we'll break down the parts Rover, do the same thing, because I ended up selling my Runner Rover, and that's why I bought the newer F-150. So anyway, if you guys are here because of the Excavator, what I usually do, my videos are on this house that I've rebuilt from scratch pretty much. This is an old hoarder property, so check that out if you want. But for now, we'll probably do more videos on the Excavator stuff. So hope all is well with you guys, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.